the Ghanaian government has defended itself against accusations of running an elephant-sized government after new appointments announced yesterday brought the number of ministers and deputy ministers to 110. The Ministries of Information, Energy, Agriculture and Local Government will each have 3 deputy ministers if the appointments from the newly elected President Nana Akufo-Addo are passed. Opposition politician Haruna Idrisu criticized the size of the government, saying that it will feed off the public purse. But the Information Minister, Mustafa Hamid, told the media that the government never promised a lean cabinet. He added that the size of the government is necessary to assist the President's ambitious development agenda. Mr. Akufo-Addo from the New Patriotic Party was elected in his 3rd attempt to reach the post after a campaign dominated by the country's faltering economy. Britain's Foreign Minister Boris Johnson has made a surprise visit to Somalia to meet the new President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo. Mr. Johnson says the 2 men discussed the severe drought which is affecting the war-torn country and which aid agencies say has left millions of people in crisis without enough food to eat. The Foreign Secretary also pledged the UK government's continued support for Somalia during the crisis, including £110 million in aid, which he says will be used to provide help for people who really need it. Somalia is on the brink of its 2nd famine since 2011, with people already dying from hunger and diarrhea resulting from the drought.
A problem like that is fundamentally something that is caused by human agency or the lack of human agency, poor government, corruption, the struggle that you have against terrorism. And there we are very proud to be supporting you as well.
Meanwhile, the World Food Programme says it is in a stronger position to respond to the prospects of famine in Somalia compared to 2011 when some 260,000 people died of hunger. However, access for many humanitarian agencies remains dangerously limited in some of the worst affected areas.
The World Food Programme was able to reach almost 1 million people in Somalia last month using a combination of food distribution and digital cash cards called Scope, more than twice the number of people reached in January. The program stressed that close to 3 million people could not meet their daily food requirements and required urgent humanitarian assistance, while another 3.3 million Somalis were in need of livelihood support to keep them from sliding into crisis.
FIE has deployed a new mechanism using a digital card, a card that we are all very familiar with in the modern economy. It's a card which the World Food Programme is loading with funds that allow the most vulnerable family access shops across Somalia. A network of 700 shops has been established.
It's estimated that 363,000 children under the ages of 5 were acutely malnourished, including 71,000 who were severely malnourished and face a high risk of disease and death. In some areas, more than 30% of children under 5 were acutely malnourished, passing the emergency threshold of 15%. WFP attributed the worsening food crisis in rural areas following consecutive seasons of poor rainfall and low river water levels, which resulted in near-total crop failure, widespread shortage of water and pasture, and consequent increase in livestock deaths. In addition, access to food among poor households is rapidly diminishing as local staple food prices continue to rise sharply and livestock prices decrease significantly. WFP says it is airlifting essential nutrition supplies into hard-to-reach locations, as well as high-energy biscuits and other supplementary food for immediate assistance to drought-affected people who are on the move. More than $290 million is still required in order to cover the additional needs for more than 2 million people in need of food assistance and provide specialized nutrition support to mothers and children.